All right, so you can have 4 machines per business, and 4 machines per business, and then you can have so how many businesses are in here? 4.
However many rooms you got.
Oh, so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
so
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 rooms, so 10 businesses are in here. Each room is a business, and each business has to have a license. I understand. Okay, and are you all like grandfathered in, or can anybody just open up one of these, or you don't know?
You just have to go. You just have to check
look
with
familiar.
the county and the city.
You look familiar. Diane? Luke.
Luke, good God Almighty, what the hell are you doing coming in here asking stupid questions like you don't know?
I don't
Oh
know.
my God.
What are you doing?
Oh, where have you been? This is
Hey,
Brian.
pleasure to meet
Where
you.
have you been?
Well, I've been lived in Charlotte for a long time, and I had to
was your
reinvent.
brother's
Joe.
Joe. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
reinvented myself, because I couldn't just get a job at Food Line after having a casino down there.
Yeah.
I had the first time I stepped in one since then. I work at Boundary House.
Do you really?
Yeah, I seen them popping up and stuff, but I'm just kind of checking them on them just to see what
Yeah,
it takes.
see what
I
you
know,
wanna do.
I know you couldn't have them on this side of the line last time. You could have them
Yeah,
over
on
there,
the
but
other
now
side.
it's on
Now
this
it's
side.
on this side,
And is
yeah.
it the same thing? That's
South Carolina.
is it more lenient? Like, because that ain't even a room. That ain't even a wall going to the ceiling.
It don't have to be.
It don't.
It just has to be separated.
Just have to be separated.
Really?
Yeah.
And like, can anybody? Did they grandfather people in when they passed that law, or can anybody have them?
As long as you go before the city, I
And
think
is that just Calabash, or is that
No,
North Carolina?
North Carolina.
North Carolina, yeah.
Now what? Now you can't
Hey,
now.
Rhonda.
Now the machines don't have bill acceptors on them.
No, it has to be put on.
So how do you do that? How does that work? I'm just curious.
It's just
So you put the money on a
they've been
card
doing
for
this
them?
no.
Oh, I know they've been doing it for a while, but Joey's in Florida, and he wants to know how maybe he can do this in Florida. Because
yeah,
in Florida they got
yeah.
laws too.
Yeah.
So this is like a loophole right here. So like what? So you put the money. How do you put the money in? Like in one of them
We
up there?
put it on there.
But in the bill
buttons,
acceptor is
and
not
it
hooked to the
goes
machine, so
no.
that the law says it can't be on
They
the
can't
machine.
put it on the machine.
So the bill acceptor is right here, and it puts it on the machine. But you got to tell them what machine you want to play.
Right.
Huh?
We got numbers on the left side of the machine. So all they got to do is say, hey, I want 100 on 34. We'll
And then they bring you the 100, and then you put it on
put
there.
it on.
And that's it. And who's it these? McDonald's or
No.
where's he at?
Rudy.
Rudy.
These are Rudy's from Wintersville.
Rose. Wintersville, right?
Yeah.
You look. I knew you looked familiar. I've been waiting to run into you because you're one of the few people I remember from back
You're
then.
kidding.
'Cause I don't remember that much. God,
You gonna take it or you doing something else?
I guess I get my 10, right?
You haven't had it yet. You're
Put it on.
on this. You want it on 35?
so there's the bill acceptors. I'm just looking.
Doug.
There's the bill acceptors right there. It's interesting. I'm just watching
I
this.
got 20 to get it. I had to play up
Oh, well, that's
to
a good
finally
idea.
get to
What? Which one did you say? Brian?
35.
So I'm just learning. Hey, going.
Yeah, I was working at a place that had Jimmy's machines.
What's he doing? Is he around too?
He's around. Yeah, he's got some here. He's got one, some right down the road here.
By the water.
What about 50 in 40? I mean,
14.
40.
Here you go.
So you cash out. See, you cash out, and then you put it back on whatever they want. And that's all you do.
Her ticket says 100.
So she kept 50, and she kept 50
gets the
on,
50. Yeah,
and that's it.
that's it.
And then you gotta get that license and stuff.
No, we don't worry about
I mean, but I'm just saying, I'm just looking at these licenses and stuff.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. How much does that say? $45,100? That's how much all the licenses cost?
Total current $4,500. But each city's different, because me and Eddie was gonna do something in Carolina Shores, and it was like $1,000.
Okay. Okay.
Eddie?
And what are all the games? Just Saramach 7s, or are they different games too?
It's the same old thing.
Same old thing? I think, thank you for being honest with me. I didn't know I come in here just for questions because he called me today. And I said, Joe, I haven't been in one. I said, because I used to gamble and I had a place and I put a lot of money in.
Oh, I know you did.
But I opened my place based on the fact that I used to know a trick on the cherry machine and I won so much money a day.
Yeah.
I made enough money to open up my own place. And that's how I had my place. That was my root money, because we'd go from Columbia to Charleston and knock all the machines out, 1,000 a day, with my buddy Matt, and finally we had enough money. But that was before I even moved here.
That was
And
in
because
the
when
good
y'all
old
met me, y'all didn't know, and I didn't. I was partners with Jimmy, and I'd had my seed money because I'd went around. I worked at a place, and the owner said, "Whatever you do, don't let them Korean guys come in here and play." And I'm like, "But they tip good." He goes, "Well, they're doing something." I'm like, well, "What do you mean?" He said, "All these machines are paid out, and there ain't nothing but $60 in none of them." I said, "Well, they're not yanking the money out." So I watched them. They had a little system they did. They had a system, like a bet system, and it really fucking worked. And I'm like, fuck that. I learned the system watching them, and I quit. I said, fuck working here. I'm going to go do what they do. Fuck it, it worked. It worked. Everywhere I went, it worked. I had people tell me not to come back. I was winning too much.
Sure
So we
did.
had to pretend. So look, so what we
There
do.
is a system.
Yep.
On every game,
Right, there is a system.
there's a perfect bet.
Right,
Like,
but
there's
now,
on every machine, if it likes that bet, it
right.
does good.
But I learned on these pot of golds that there's 5 chips based on the Cherry Master had 1, and it's got a learning chip. And these motherfuckers, I spent a lot of money trying to figure them out, and I didn't figure them out. I thought I did, and I'd have a lot more right now if I never tried to figure them out. But see, I figured one out. So I figured, well, I didn't figure it out, but I knew a trick that worked. So I figured if I could figure out one on these, I'd knock the whole East Coast out, but it never worked. It worked for a little bit, but then it quit. So now I learned there's 5 boards in there, and it'll learn. You might win that day, but the next day it'll switch chips. It'll switch chips. It's because it's got 5 chips in it rather than the one.
There's a guy that came in here
and you just max. If you max bet it,
the first 2 days, dude,
he's knocking it
he didn't
out.
even hit a jackpot. He had it up at $3,200, and what he did was doubled up.
Get doubled up.
If you won $60,
You
he doubled
double
up.
it. Just double it 4
He had a
times.
system.
Yeah.
He
Big, small,
and then
small.
next
Just
thing
make
you
it
know,
up in
he
your
gets
head.
on the same machine. The second day, he
But
does the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, then the day before, day after, it ate his money up.
It killed him, right? Because it learned it. It learned it. It worked on that one that one
He got
time.
pissed.
Like it'll work that one time on it, and then it learns.
Yeah.
Pot of golds, these are
I
fucking
couldn't
tough.
believe it, man. $3,200, no jackpot.
Just double it
all
up on
doubled
blackjack.
And it lets you do it twice. That's it, right?
Well, we used to be able to do it 8 times.
As many
As
times
many
you
you
want.
want. I doubled 800
I don't
one
know,
time
I
and
don't
won
know.
1,600.
Somebody told me it does it, but it does as many times as you win too, right?
Yeah, every time you win, you can double up. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
that's probably what it was.
But so I've been wanting to look around. So this is Rudy's place, and then Julian has any machines or anything. Or have you heard of Carl at all? I seen Marianne Custard come in a restaurant and ate the other day, my old landlord, and I seen her.
Really?
And I was like, she said,
still alive?
Yeah, no, I didn't think she'd still be alive. I thought she'd be dead then. So listen, she came in here and said, she said, sir, she said, son, could you sit down and explain this menu to me? And I sat down and looked at her. I said, what's your name? She said, Marianne. I said, Marianne Custard? She said, yeah. I said, I'm Luke. And she goes, Luke? I said, I used to rent your building. And she's like, I said, the casino. And she's like, oh my God. She's like, you got wider. I'm like, I said, sweetie, I was 22 at the time. And I was it's crazy. I got 2 kids now, I'm married. Just settled out. I grew up.
17.
You can say I grew up, I guess, but
Yeah. It sucks getting old, don't it?
yeah, but I got
30's the worst age for me.
my wife's 9 years younger than me, so I'm pretty good. I'm doing good.
I'm doing good.
But now,
30's the hardest age.
But I got to keep up with
I hate
her.
30.
You
gotta
gotta
keep
get
up
it.
with
You
her.
gotta keep up.
She's 28 right now, and
How old are you?
I'm 38.
Yeah.
I was 22 when I met you.
Oh, I know. Y'all were so young and
I was
cute,
young,
and
yeah.
everybody was like,
They were fucking hating on
we
her.
we were all lined up on the couch at State Line, and y'all come in, and everybody was like, oh my God, that's all we did.
Yeah.
Was line up on that red leather couch because we weren't busy.
Would you open up a?
Did it went crazy.
So see, I was gonna be partners with a guy in Rock Hill.
At 22 years old?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
it took me because I learned that
Yeah.
system. And I saved up. I had a lot of money. Listen, but check this out. And I banked. I was there for 4 years.
I know.
I got these checks for Social Security thing. You can go ahead and claim. You can go ahead and take the money whenever you're ready. There's a big old numbers. The numbers like what I made, then what I made, then what I made. It's funny, but anyway. Check this out. I was gonna be partners with this guy. I met this guy, and he drove a black Corvette. His name was Eddie, and I met him, and I just thought he was the coolest guy in the world.